to season 3 of Tagged, a vodcast where we talk footy and a little bit of extra stuff, all thanks to our new sponsor, Head and Shoulders. Now, I am Sarah Hosking from Richmond Football Club, and I am joined by my co-host from Collingwood Football Club, Sarah Rowe.
Thank you for that intro, Hosko. Amazing. How good is it to be back for season 3 of Tagged and also to be going into season 10 of AFLW?
I cannot believe that it is season 10. It just absolutely blows my mind.
I think the biggest thing is I'm thinking about myself here. I'm going into season 7. You are a veteran of the game. You're going into your 10th season of AFLW. You're going to be lining out on Thursday night, Icon Park, Collingwood versus Carlton, historic event, and you're going to be with all the other players who also played in the very first game of AFLW.
Oh, it gives you goosebumps just thinking about it. I can't even talk. I'm getting that excited. It's just incredible. I remember back to that first night back in 2017. There was over 25,000 people there. The stands were packed. You couldn't see up the aisles. People were trying to jump the fence. Gil McLaughlin had to send people away. It was just incredible. And I think it's amazing what AFLW has done in bringing back Carlton versus Collingwood, as you mentioned, on Thursday night. It's exciting. They're doing a nice, it's really sentimental. They're bringing out all the players who played in that first game and doing a little guard of honour pre-game. So I will be there. I will also be commentating as well. So it's pretty exciting. We will be chatting very shortly to Carlton royalty in Sophie McKay, the sister of Carlton captain Abbie McKay and daughter of Andrew McKay, who is Carlton legend, played 244 games for them, and it is going to be super exciting. She is the better MCKay sister, and she'll love me for saying that.
Abbie will say that between you and Jess as
obviously
well?
I'm the better one.
Sister.
Yeah, you know, well, what do you think?
Not sure.
Yes, no, so stay tuned because we'll be chatting to Soph very shortly, but we're going to quickly jump into your off-season before we crack into footy. Tell me about it, because you walked away from AFLW, you joined A-League Women's, the soccer team, for, not the team, but CC Mariners, and you walked away with a championship.
I know, it was one of those times in my sporting career where I kind of think like it was a magical ending. It was the little club that couldn't. We had very little resources, very little money, but what we had is a whole lot of heart and passion and
culture.
Culture was absolutely everything. And I think that moving up to Sydney, moving your life up there and challenging myself within a new sport was, you know, it was such a good time in my career. And I think it was one of those times where every little moment went our way along the way, and it almost felt like it was fate that we were going to win. But I think the way we won, how we won, everything about it was just a really important time in my career. And I don't take it lightly, but was very quickly back into AFLW. So I think
what was it?
3 days off.
That's crazy.
So yeah, we won on a Sunday and I was back in training on a Wednesday. So it was a really quick turnaround. But sometimes I think about that and you think, oh, like, did you need a bit more of a break? But I actually feel very privileged and lucky to be in a position that, you know, Collingwood allowed me to play soccer, and then I was able to come back in and, you know, play 2 sports throughout the year. So I feel very privileged to, you know, call those things my job.
Well, congratulations on an outstanding off season. We can't all perform like you can.
What did you do in your off season?
Well, I was nursing a hamstring, so I definitely got a few holidays in there. I'm known to travel around a little bit, but I had a bit of fun. As I mentioned, I was coming back from my hamstring, so I've been putting in a mountain of work to get back, be ready for the season. I won't be playing this Friday night, but I'm hoping I'll be available in the next few weeks.
Yeah, okay. So speaking of that, your preseason journey, you said you've been nursing a hamstring injury. How has your actual preseason been, though? Do you feel like you're fit, you're ready, you're nearly there?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've done enough straight line running that I know I am not a track athlete. I do not want to be a track athlete. I love being with the team. Super exciting to be back in the team drills and everything now. So it's been a really hard slog. I think, you know, we've spoken about injuries before, and anyone that goes through injuries, it's really tough and difficult. So, you know, it's an emotional roller coaster up and down. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're in a team environment and a team sport, and you want to play with the team. So that's what I'm super excited about, which hopefully I'm not too far off it.
Does it make you think when you go through injuries like that this might be your last season?
I mean, do you know what's... is this a loaded question?
Someone's floating this rumour, so I just said I'd clear up the facts.
Well, I don't know. No, it's not my last season, I hope. I'm out of contract. So, Richmond, if you're ready, any time to drop a contract in front of me is a good idea, because I would love to keep playing. You know, I've obviously had some injury troubles over the last 2 years with the hamstring. I did get a message earlier in the week as well saying, please don't tell me the news. Is it true? Are you retiring? And I'm like, normally that's either a sign that like you should retire and I'm not sure how to take it. But no, I think if I can get my body right, I've still got a few more years to play in me, and I would love to keep going. You know, hopefully I'd like to go out on my own terms as well. So please, if that's where I'm at, Rowie, anyone else, please tell me. You can give me a little nudge. If my time's up, let me know.
No, Hosko, we definitely don't think your time's up. I think going into round one myself, I'm nursing a bit of an injury myself. So I actually had a minor shoulder surgery on Thursday. So I had an incident in our practice game against Port Adelaide and responded really well. Yeah, nasty at the time and obviously painful to go through any injuries and surgeries and all that. But it's crazy what modern technology can do, because I had my surgery on Thursday. Here I am on a Monday, and I'm very optimistic that I'll be back in the very near future, which is really hard to believe.
So, Rowie, as a player, it is so frustrating to follow the rules around how you can wear your hair. Plaits, ponytails, bobby pins, you name it. There are so many rules.
And you hate rules.
I hate rules, obviously. I like breaking them, not living by them. Luckily for us, we have our favourite Western Australian player from the Fremantle Football Club, Emma O'Driscoll, who will be spilling the tea on her rants weekly on Tagged. So strap in. It's time for OMG with Emma O'Driscoll.
Welcome to OMG. My name is Emma O'Driscoll from the Fremantle Dockers, and in this segment we'll be covering all the behind the scenes rogue and random topics of AFLW Season 10. This week's rogue topic is AFLW styling. I've actually done the old split face, split personality here. We've got the bad side and the good side. So let's unpack this. First of all, plaits. Big no-no. You could absolutely blind someone with this, so no plaits allowed. Second on the no side, I'll just move my body. The scrunchie here. So we can see my colour is purple. I'm not allowed to have a pink scrunchie unless approved by the AFL themselves. Bobby pins. Not allowed. Like, this should be on the news. They're sharp, obviously. Could poke someone, could cause cuts. Not sure. Also, still I'm unsure which way to put them in. I don't know whether the flat side is out or in, but don't worry, because you can't wear it for the season. And then that brings me to the good side, is that we've got a nice little pony here. You can do the hair lackeys down, create a little bubble between. That's fine, because it's not a plait. As you can see, my hair lackey is the same colour as my hair. And then right here, my personal favourite, in fact, the old school clip. Haven't worn these since year 7, but they are back for season 10 of AFLW this year. The old clippity clip. These are quite sharp as well, so unsure why you can wear them. I think it's because they then go in nice and flat to your head, and they look super gorgeous. The claw clip. Huge trend back from the, 90s? Maybe a bit earlier? 70s? I'm not sure. I was born in 2000. But these are back. I saw Nat Grider wearing one at Lions training the other day. I'm unsure, Nat, because you can't tell me that this bad boy isn't coming out of your hair when you jump around. But anyways, not allowed. Too hard. Could hurt someone. They're going to cut all this. Cool. I think that's good.
Without further ado, I would like to introduce our special guest. Now, she is daughter to Carlton Football Club Hall of Famer, 244 gamer, Andrew McKay. Sophie, you are sister to the Abbie McKay, also known as the Carlton AFLW captain, but I am stoked to announce that we have the best of them all here today.
Thanks for recognising my title, but yes, I would consider myself the better sister, but yeah, I'm not sure she would.
She lets us know about it though.
Yeah, so we asked you before you came in here, when we were off air, were you nervous for coming in here?
I was nervous for coming here. I did tell the girls, I'm not medicated today. It's not a training day. So I do have severe ADHD, if you guys will probably realise 24 minutes into this episode. But yeah, so I was thinking, what time would I be able to take my meds? And it got to, 12, 1, procrastinating. It's 4 p.m. I can't take my 12-hour meds because I'll be wired till 4 a.m. So I thought, I've just got to have to raw dog this interview and just, feed into the
here we are.
Yeah, so here we are.
So speaking of as well, were you nervous when you got told you were going to make your debut this Thursday for the iconic clash, Carlton versus Collingwood?
I was very nervous. Funny story, the coach got up and said someone is debuting and announced that someone, and that someone wasn't me, and I was thinking, oh, well, great, so I'm not debuting. Stab to the heart. I'm thinking mental breakdown on the way. And then Abbie stood up and I thought, oh, probably, yeah.
I'm a chance here.
Surely this is me. And anyways, it was. And excitement, but of course, that instantaneous nerve as well.
And we obviously have just mentioned the rich history that your family has at Carlton Football Club, your sister being the captain. What does it mean? Because you were part of that first ever AFLW game 10 seasons ago. You and your dad actually rang the bell, didn't you?
Yeah. So me, Ab and Dad went out on the ground and rang the bell to initiate the first siren. And I remember that was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. Every seat was taken. Even every crevice of the footpath was taken. As someone who played with the boys, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world because I had never even been exposed to AFLW, as anyone hasn't. It was pretty awesome.
Did you think when you were there as a kid ringing that bell that this is going to be my dream and that's the path that I want to take in my career?
Yeah, I genuinely thought I'd be playing with the boys. I'm not even lying. I thought, I grew up playing with them, so I thought I was naive. I didn't know really biological things that would interfere with that. Getting kicked out at 14 and then realising why, because them tackling me really hurt. I did. Yeah, of course. My whole life I knew that's exactly what I wanted to do.
It's pretty incredible. You think about, what must be going through your body now. That's nearly a 10-year process just from watching the first AFLW game. It's 15 odd years that this has been in the making. Have you got some nerves, excitement? Can we expect a little nervous wee on your debut?
Definitely. I still nervous wee before training. So, pre-game's going to be a nightmare. But, And when you say it like that, I feel like, I haven't even been able to sit down and reflect like that, so that's pretty awesome to hear. Yeah, it's just unbelievable. I feel like that was literally yesterday that I was walking out there and, getting selfies with all the celebrities in the stands and thinking it was so cool, being obsessed with Darcy Vessia, as I still am. But playing alongside them is just, so surreal.
But then the other thing is to also be led out by your sister. How does it feel to have to listen to your sister and everything she says in the change room? Are you kind of like how does that dynamic work?
Yeah, I love it. I feel like a lot of younger sisters would tear their hair out, but I absolutely love it. When I found out she was captain, I thought it was the coolest thing of all time. We don't live together anymore, so that probably helps. We're not down each other's throat 24/7. I think if we lived with each other, that would be a whole different story.
Are you still at home?
Yeah, I'm still at home. Abs has actually moved 200 metres down the road. So
come on.
So she hasn't gone far. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I don't have a bad word to say about it. It's awesome. She's, always been my biggest role model. To have her in front of me, telling me what to do at home and at work. Can clash a bit, but no, I love it.
So obviously your dad's a vet, or was a vet.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember this. Well, he was one of the old school footballers that still had jobs while playing football.
Yeah.
He had to be a vet. Did you ever think that you maybe would go down that path as well?
No, but Abbie did.
Yes.
Abbie does love animals. She's currently a receptionist at a little vet. Looking to explore down there, I think. But no, I'm not going to.
I don't know if you'd remember, but when I was playing with Abs, I lived a couple 100 metres around the corner from you and your family home.
I do remember that.
And my dog ate a bag of chocolate.
Did you bring him over?
I did.
Yes, people still do that.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I called Abs. I'm like, your dad's a vet. Can you help me? I don't know what to do. Do I take him to emergency? How does it help? But yes, I'm pretty sure you were there when I did that.
Yeah, no, people still call him up. My dog's vomited. He's like, Okay.
Yeah. What did I
What
expect you was
else?
going to do? Have a full veterinary surgeon there? All right, so we're going to rip into some quick fire questions where you just have to answer really simply. All right, pick whatever comes to your mind first. It'll work great off your medication. Okay.
I might forget the question.
So, who is likely to find a full wallet and hand it into the police?
Is this like who?
You or Abbie? Sorry.
Oh,
I
sorry.
So this one's you or Abbie. Yeah.
Abbie.
Abbie.
Okay, leave.
What would you do? Quick spending spree?
Like maybe take like 10% of it. Like how much money's in the wallet?
Couple grand.
Yeah, I'd give it back.
Okay, leave milk out of the fridge for several hours, then drink it.
Me.
Yeah, you're giving off those vibes. I'm not sure why.
Reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. Now, who's more likely to forget to wash their sheets for a month?
Hosko. Sarah.
Oh, really? My mum still changes my shit.
I'll let you know, you're in your first year of AFL, but some questions you don't have to answer if you don't want
Yeah, I'll
to.
be like, oh, maybe I could just lie.
Who never skips a workout?
Abby.
Who is more likely to be described as inspiring?
Abby.
Who's more likely to be on their last warning?
Me.
Again,
I'm really giving
this is-
myself a
I
good
already
rep,
know.
am
I already know the answers to these questions. Who is more likely to be described as cheeky?
Me.
What about quick-witted?
Me, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Lazy.
Me.
Iconic.
Me.
Now, I have one last question, and it's around Abbie. It wouldn't be fair as a sibling if I didn't ask you to throw her under the bus. Yeah. She's the new appointed Carlton captain. Give us all a little bit of gossip that we want to know about. Just to let everyone know that Abbie is a real person.
Yeah, so as any normal person does, Abby has, lots of bowel movements. So we climbed Mount Kilimanjaro 2 summers ago, which was the hardest thing we've ever done in our lives. And unfortunately on that trip, she had severe gastro. So across the 7 days, did not ingest much food. If she did, we all know what would happen. But we actually had very, makeshift portable toilets that I'm sure weren't much fun for her that whole time.
As long as it wasn't drop toilets either.
No, but, yeah, so maybe that could humanise her a bit more.
It's nice to know that she's just like the rest of us. And then just like her sister, because I asked her too, and she said that you had an accident while skiing. And arguably a similar kind of accident. I hear that, but that's it. So do you know what?
It's your fault.
Soph, I just want to let you know that we are super proud and excited of you for debuting on Thursday night, Carlton versus Collingwood. Good luck, because we are absolutely stoked that you were able to join us on Tagged, and you are one of the young future bright stars of the AFLW. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We're nearly out of time for this week's show on Tagged, but Hosko, you've something new for us.
I do. I'm super excited to introduce Hosko's Hot Seat, where I will be asking some of Australia's favourite personalities some really hot and spicy questions. It's pretty simple. If they don't answer my question, they have to eat some hot sauce. And up first, in episode number 1, we've got AFL's It Couple, Conti and Rhyan Mansell. So if you make sure, because these are hilarious, so if you're listening in, the videos are even funnier, so head to AFL's official website.
This has been Tagged thanks to Head and Shoulders, but for now, on to Hosko's Hot Seat.
Rhyan, I'm joined by Footy's newest, hottest power couple on Hosko's Hot Seat. Now, it's simple. I will ask you a bunch of hot, spicy questions. Do you have to answer? No. But if you don't, you will have to dip a chip in the hot sauce and find out what happens next. In all seriousness, what is the pros of dating another athlete?
The pros would have to be obviously understanding each other's schedule and kind of knowing that.
Stop. Ryan's trying to look at my sheet. Ryan, that's a chip for you. Right to the bottom.
That one? That's the ugliest looking chicken. He's shaking. He's
I know, you can see he's already getting nervous.
Are they yummy?
Mon, feel free to continue.
we can sort of understand each other's schedules and know what it takes to be professional athletes. So yeah, we're very understanding of each other and able to lean on each other in, you know, the ups and downs of being a professional athlete.
We love, obviously, the fact that you two are together, but
Thank you.
if this ends badly, Mance, who has to leave the club?
I think I'll be the one to leave.
Oh, we'll take that. I'll take that.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
It won't happen. It won't happen. We like that. Now, the news of you two dating came out through Daily Mail, of
Far
course.
out.
Were you disappointed that Mon was named the superstar and you were named an AFL player?
Nah, I'm all for it. Nah, if she can have the limelight, I'm happy.
I got a spicy one for you, Mon. How many goals did Mance kick in his last season?
Last season, I think he kicked a goal in a game at one stage. So you kicked 25.
Nope. Hot sauce. Do you know the answer?
21.
Oh,
damn it.
Down you go. That. So the one you've just dipped in is obviously the chili oil.
Yeah.
Right, in you get, quick. This is rapid fire.
It's getting worse. It's just getting worse.
His eyes are starting to... Man, it's while Mon's doing hers. Can you please tell me what do you love about Mon?
What do I love about mine? Not
Yeah.
much. Nah.
That's not what you said in the car.
Sorry, I'm trying to take.
Mance, I've got 2 dice here.
Yeah.
If I'm just throw that down the table, roll me a double 6, otherwise you have to have another chip.
Oh,
Off you go.
Oh, what a shame.
If you can't see, it's a 5 and a
actually not
6.
too
Now
bad.
down you go. Try a different one, please.
That's not that bad, that one yet.
Can we get that slow mo, please? Mon, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you hate the way that Ryan's name is spelt? Rhyan. Honestly. Don't
Absolutely. Rhyan.
Ryan.
What was that?
Without looking at each other, what colour is Mon's eyes?
Oh no.
Come on, no. Without looking
Brown.
at... No. You just
You
look at
have
Mon.
2 chips
Down
for that.
you go. Mon, you just looked at him. Have a chip, please.
Hazel, I like,
Have a chip.
it's too big.
Just feel free to just go get it in now. Mance, just in 3 words, can you describe how you are so extra. Mance, how many goals did Mon kick last season?
7.
That's a
wish.
chip. She kicked 2.
Don't have to put that on camera.
Well, while you're struggling, Mance, can you give me the bowl? And
I'm
the
actually
sauces?
dizzy.
Bowl and sauces. Mon is the first ever trifecta.
Oh.
Now, what we call a trifecta is
Can I have a water to chase this?
we get
please?
some dip, put a little bit on one chip. We get a second one, put some sauce on it. And let's just go a third
Whose
one.
water bottle's that?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, down the hatch.
I need
and
something,
I promise
I might
you've got
pass
some
out.
water. I promise you've got water. coming.
Where? Just me.
Yeah, just you. The trifecta. Mance, how are you feeling for Mon right now?
Okay. Okay.
I love this. Well, thank you both. The AFL's new it couple. Thank you for jumping on Hosko's hot seat.
And I tried the first ever trifecta dip.